Well, we're going to begin with John from, if I'm reading this right, I think that's Arkansas. And he's a theist who doesn't believe in a God. Okay, well, you misspelled theist then. But there is a source, and the body is not the only thing there is. Okay, so you're a theist who does not believe in a God. Just like they keep accusing me of being an atheist who does believe in a God. Let's see what this logic is about. John, can you hear us? Thank you.
What I'm saying is people use God and they thinking one thing, but they don't look at the history of how many gods have been worshiped, me and people on this planet. They think they are the creators. That is just something that they put on. That was a time, from what I'm understanding history, no one knew anything about no God. Hear it?
I would agree that they still don't.
Now, what I'm saying, I don't have to believe in the source that everything and everybody use. Now, trying to name it, trying to figure it out, it proves itself it exists. I don't have to do that. That's all I'm saying. I don't have to try to prove the source of all. There is no name that I know. Nobody can name it, the source of everything. It's proper. You understand what I'm saying?
I think so.
Okay,
and I would agree. I've always seen faith as simply pretending to know things you don't know. Asserting baseless speculation is a matter of fact.
Can't say what somebody else don't believe, but I know for a fact that the source is my being that I'm living in. I can look at the trees and all this here. I can look at a lot of things. Figuring it out? No, I ain't even trying to do that. So when people
what do you think the source is?
God, they need to look up the history on the God that they are talking about. It's like Yahweh. You can find Yahweh was a military man. And all the other gods. You got gods all over the place. Hell, you a god. Trump a god. Hell, he can blow up the whole world if he want to.
Okay. So what's a god? Was it John? I thought you're a little all over the place, and I'm losing the plot a little bit. So you think that there is that like gods that we would name like in the Bible or whatever other book, religious book you want. Those gods don't particularly exist, but something akin to a god that's the source of everything exists. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that the gods that they are talking about didn't exist. What I'm saying that they are not what they think they are because they were men, people.
So you think Yahweh was like a dude, like with Okay.
That's a fact. You can look up these gods and find out who they were. It's a god. They ain't got a god named Sin. Yeah. And somebody call you a sinner, and you say they were calling people sinners because they were following a god named Sin. Yeah. You can look this stuff up.
I have the good fortune that when I get to talk about the Bible with Bible scholars very often, and I don't know one who would say that Yahweh was a historic dude.
Look it up. Look it up. Pull it up online. And Yahweh, a military man, and you'll see.
Agrees in this, and they don't agree with that.
Well, it don't matter to me. It's no supreme creator would tell people to go. Tell you not to go kill nobody, give you some commandments. Then the first thing you turn around and say, go kill all the men, the women, the children, the babies, and every damn thing else and bring them the spoil. That's what the books say. The book and the God in the Bible is full of shit for as I'm concerned. And anybody that's telling me they dropping bombs over there right now, one over there fucking with Israel, ain't nothing but some made up shit. And everybody that got any sense know it. If you're going to support evil, then you need to take the source out because the source ain't making people do what the hell they doing. They're doing it on their own.
Okay. John. Okay, like let's try to follow a string of conversation. Do you believe in, like, this is just a yes or no answer, in anything that is like a god?
The only thing I've been raised with is the source. You use the source.
The
I
source.
use the source.
What is the source? What is the source? What's the source?
Everything I can see and all that I can't see too.
So your source.
So are you saying
the source
reality?
is just reality? Yeah. The source is just reality,
I'm
perceivable
saying
reality.
that's the only. See, I had a problem with religion for a good while. I'm a raised, baptized early age, didn't understand nothing. And I'm all these things that I'm studying. I studied the Quran, I done studied Buddhism, I done studied the Bible,
Right.
Hinduism. I studied a lot of religions. But I never could come to a conclusion about the way the gods that they were worshiping had the people done.
How did you come to the conclusion that this source? How did you come to the conclusion that this source exists and is something like a god and isn't just, the perception of reality?
Are we in fact just talking about reality, or do you mean something else?
I'm talking about reality as I understand it. I'm looking at a tree there. Wait a minute, let me explain it to you. I'm looking at a tree, and I say that's reality. But I don't know the full depth or the essence of the tree. I don't know how the tree seed got there. So that is not a full, no one sees anything in a full reality. Nobody do.
Okay, so you're saying, like, if you look at a tree, you're having the experience of viewing, like, of seeing a tree, of perceiving a tree. But there's more to it than
I don't
that.
know the.
Like, there's how the tree got there. There is what the tree might do next. There's the atoms that constitute the tree. Like, all of those things are components of the whole that is the tree, but you're just having a visual experience of the tree. Is that what you're saying?
But in order to see the whole tree, in order to see anything in existence, the only way I can really see it, if I brought it into existence myself, then I can say, I know the tree.
Okay, so you can't know
I can name the tree.
Until you
if you didn't create the tree, you can't see the tree.
I know I did not say in order for me to see it in reality, I would have to be the one that brought it into existence. I didn't say I
agree with that.
You see?
Very confused.
Matter of fact, we got a real problem with all kinds of stuff going on. And
okay. No, we need to get back to the John. We need to get back to that. Like, we need to stay on like one line because I'm still not understanding what the source is, and if I can't get to what it is, I may have to get to the next caller. Because
well, go ahead. Let me ask me the question.
Do you think that you manifest reality, like everything that you experience, you are the source of it? So like the locus of all reality is you? Is that what you're saying?
Look, it's like water. We live in water. Now, if you're going to let me explain what I'm talking about, I'll explain. We actually live literally in water. We got oxygen, we got ice, we got gas. 3 phases of water that we really live in. But no one looks at the air as water. No one looks at. I'm saying that I am the source, and the source is me. And I don't care damn whether you believe it or not. I can't be nothing but that I come from.
So you manifested me in this conversation.
I only can be that I come from, wherever the hell it come from. And that's all your ass can be too. You can't be, you living in, you using power. You didn't make your goddamn power. You didn't give yourself no power. But see, by you being a peckerwood, you don't know. My ancestors go back 76 to 78 trillion damn years. You don't know shit, really. Neither one of y'all. You don't know that. You're a peckerwood, ain't been on the planet for 6,000 years. How in the hell you know something? You don't know. Kind of fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
that reminds me of a video I uploaded just in the last 24 hours. 76 trillion years. That's a new one. In a universe that's less than 14 billion years old. That's amazing.
So he thinks that he creates reality.
I think he does.
And
the only way he can see something is if he called it into existence.
And I mean, oxygen's also not water. I mean, people acknowledge that clouds are water, but okay, that was okay. I mean, if you had the power to manifest any reality, and you pick this one, that seems like you could make better choices than this. There is humidity in the air. I agree. Yeah, but we're not breathing it. We're not respirating H2O molecule. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Somehow or other, and I didn't do it.
Interesting appetizer.
Well, yeah, we lost our guest.
Oh,
I don't know how that happened. Yeah. So we're going to have to move on to a different call. But
John created a version of reality where we couldn't talk to each other anymore.
Wow, that was a great clip we just watched. Hey, Eve, what should the people do now?
Leave a comment, click like, subscribe, patreon.com/ does that say call the line?
Yeah. But if you could have made, we could just make it a little more natural. On the next clip, the outro will be much better.